Welcome to Singapore Property Talk Law. Before we dive in, please remember to like this deep dive and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our latest insights. Today, we're taking a really fascinating look at the recent Senate confirmation hearing for Dr. Anjani Sinha.
Ah, yes, President Trump's nominee for ambassador to Singapore.
Exactly. And this hearing, well, it generated a lot of discussion, didn't it? We're here to unpack the key moments, what they really tell us about international diplomacy.
Right, it's that intersection, isn't it?
Oh.
Political appointments, meeting these critical diplomatic relationships, it gets intense.
Totally.
And this deep dive, it's like a shortcut for you, our listener, to grasp not just what happened, but the why behind it. You get those aha moments about how these roles actually work.
Okay, let's get into it then. Our mission here is to pull out the most important nuggets, the key takeaways from this hearing. So, Dr. Anjani Sinha, he's an orthopedic surgeon, also an entrepreneur. He was really put in the hot seat by Democratic Senator Tammy Duckworth. And Senator Duckworth, well, she's Thai-American, a U.S. military veteran. She didn't waste any time. She straight up expressed her concerns about his qualifications.
Yeah, I saw that. She said she had doubts.
Doubts, exactly. And that this wasn't a role to just, quote, pick up on a whim. Strong words.
It really raises that big question, doesn't it? Like, what level of specific knowledge do we expect from someone nominated for such a high-level post?
Yeah.
And the hearing, well, it quickly showed some areas where Dr. Sinha seemed, let's say, less than certain.
Yeah.
That became the real focus.
Right. And here's where it gets really interesting. Senator Duckworth started probing, on several specific fronts.
Okay.
First up, the U.S. trade surplus with Singapore, 2024 figure. She asked him about it.
Right.
Well, Dr. Sinha initially said U.S. $80 billion.
80. Right.
Then he quickly corrected himself to U.S. $18 billion.
Okay, 18. Still sounds a bit high, maybe.
Yeah, because the actual figure, just U.S. $2.8 billion.
Oh.
Senator Duckworth pointed out he was, quote, off by a huge factor.
Oof. Yeah, you can see how that would set a tone. Trade figures, they're pretty fundamental for these kinds of discussions, being that far off.
It definitely raises eyebrows.
It puts a nominee on the back foot right away, Suggests maybe the homework wasn't quite done.
Absolutely. And then they moved on to tariffs. Remember the Trump administration announced that 10% tariff on Singapore back in April?
Right. I recall that.
Controversial.
So Duckworth pressed him. Did he support it?
Tricky question for a nominee.
Very. He didn't give a direct yes or no. Instead, he talked about, believing in the president's decision for free trade and how Trump was resetting the trade numbers.
The administration line.
Pretty much. He also added that the dialogue is not yet closed. Kind of a non-answer answer,
It really shows that tightrope they have to walk, doesn't it? Supporting the admin's policies, but also trying to show they understand the actual relationship on the ground. It's tough.
Definitely. Then the focus shifted more towards regional stuff. ASEAN.
Okay. Association of Southeast Asian Nations. Key for Singapore. Exactly. He couldn't say when Singapore's next turn hosting the ASEAN chairmanship would be.
Did she tell him?
Yep. Senator Duckworth informed him it's 2027. He also apparently struggled to give specifics on what holding the chair actually means for Singapore, what it involves.
Well, knowing about ASEAN, the chairmanship rotation,
Yeah.
that's pretty central for an ambassador in the Indo-Pacific, I'd say.
You think so?
Oh, absolutely. It shows you understand the regional architecture, Singapore's role within it, the geopolitical responsibilities. It's not just trivia. It's about understanding the platforms Singapore uses.
Right. Makes sense. And then finally, the U.S. Navy. How does it work with Singapore?
Okay. Defense ties. Very important there.
He gave a pretty broad answer, something about joint exercises, just general stuff.
Vague.
Apparently too vague for Senator Duckworth. She just bluntly said, "You've not even done your homework, sir."
Wow, direct hit.
Yeah. She really emphasized Singapore's importance. One of the most important alliance friends we have in the Indo-Pacific, she called it. Not just some, glamour posting.
Good point. It's a serious strategic hub.
And she finished by saying, basically, you are not currently prepared for this posting, period. And you need to shape up and do some homework.
That's quite an assessment. It goes beyond just factual errors, right? It's questioning his whole readiness, his approach. Deeper concerns there, it seems.
It was pretty intense, but look, it wasn't all grilling. He did get support from the Republican side.
Right, you need that balance. Who spoke up for him?
Senator Lindsey Graham, for one, described as a longtime friend of both Trump and Dr. Sinha. He gave a warm introduction.
Okay.
Graham highlighted Dr. Sinha's medical background, actually, said it was relevant because Singapore has such a vibrant medical community. He predicted Sinha would be a great spokesperson.
Interesting angle. Playing to his strengths, perhaps.
Yeah, and Senator Pete Ricketts also chimed in. He pointed out that Singapore's foreign minister, Vivian Balakrishnan, is also a physician.
Ah, the doctor-to-doctor connection. Diplomacy through shared background.
Exactly. Ricketts suggested Sinha could connect well with him because of that, and Dr. Sinha himself picked up on this theme.
He did.
He mentioned their shared medical school backgrounds, their specializations, even said their families had similar professions, though apparently Mrs. Balakrishnan isn't actually a neurologist like he stated. Minor detail maybe, but...
Okay. But the core idea was personal connection.
Yes, he said that connection would be his first basis if he got confirmed, aiming for a very good, strong relationship, deepening defense, security, and economic ties through that personal rapport.
So it presents this counterpoint, doesn't it? The importance of the person-to-person element in diplomacy alongside the hard knowledge.
Absolutely. It's not just facts and figures.
Right.
So wrapping this up, what does this all mean for you, our listener? I think this deep dive really shows the kind of intense scrutiny involved
Definitely.
and the very specific but also quite varied knowledge needed for these critical diplomatic jobs, especially somewhere as important strategically as the Indo-Pacific.
Yeah, it underlines that an ambassador, they're not just like a figurehead.
Hmm.
They're expected to be this highly informed bridge builder, someone who can navigate really complex relationships with precision, but maybe also use those softer skills, those personal connections.
So this hearing, it wasn't really just about Dr. Sinha, was it? It kind of highlighted the tough, sometimes conflicting expectations we place on people shaping foreign policy.
Exactly, which maybe leaves you wondering, what does a process like this, so public, sometimes so challenging, ultimately tell us about what's really needed for effective diplomacy today? Is it the encyclopedic knowledge, or is it the ability to connect, or somehow a mastery of both? It's definitely something to think about.